Hello, everybody. Thank you so very much for joining me. It is outstanding to have you. My name is Chris, otherwise known as Wolfie, and it is time once again for Massively Overpowered's OPTV, and we are back in New World. And hello, RPG Rules and Crasher. Wonderful to have you. Hello. Have I gotten the Diamond and Pearl remix? No, I have not. I am not a big Pokemon fan, or at least not a baseline Pokemon game fan. We'll have to talk about that later. But today we're talking about the Into the Void update. We have a spooky new weapon to try today. Hello. Thank you very much for that host, Crasher. It's much appreciated. Wonderful to see you, Toaster Master. Awesome to have you here once again. Thank you so very much for joining me, everybody. There's been an update. Yes, there has. The Into the Void update, which, among a whole bunch of other things, introduced the new Void Gauntlet weapon. It made some adjustments, and it also added more bugs again. So, you know, it's retarded. Yeah, thank you very much for the host. It fell off this game. Yeah, I can understand. I can get it. It's, it has been a very difficult, I don't know if we can call it launch anymore. It's been a very rough couple of months, we'll say. But anyway, I'm going to, I don't want to say necessarily ignore that, because that can't be ignored. It has to be said that this game is really stumbling off the ground. But I have been enjoying this new weapon that they've added. So it is this guy. Apparently involves me holding a glove that has a metal donut, a delicious metal donut, and I don't know, something about this weapon is interesting to me. I have been playing it a little bit. Mostly I've been following the tree that involves me whipping it out into a sword, which, if we're all very honest with ourselves, looks very similar to a certain Halo weapon. This particular weapon, I don't know, it's intriguing because the tree that I've been following for this particular weapon, I don't know if I want to call it tanky necessarily, but it sort of leans into my tanker proclivities in this game, or at least my build, and because it has some things that like include Fortify, which I had to add a point onto. Also, you can like kind of lean into the critical hits too. So I don't know if I'm not. It's like a balance between being either tankish or really angry DPS. It's sort of in that middle ground. It's I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. So what I've been doing is I've been using the weapon as like a sort of soft tank weapon when I'm like in like a single engagement, and then when things get really nasty, I pull out the sword and shield, because that's where my primary stats have been poured into, like creating a tank character and stuff like that. So I figured I will head out into the wilds for a little bit, absolutely terrorize all the monsters and all the wildlife, you know, just because, you know, it's almost Thanksgiving, you know, beating down on turkeys is okay, right? At least in-game turkeys. I do not condone you going out into somebody's farm and beating up on turkeys. Especially if you have a real-life version of this weapon, in which case, oh no. Anyway, let's see. Really quick at the map. So this is what Minda is looking like. Minda? Yeah, is looking like right now. Team Mountain Dew, I guess we'll call it, has been taking over, pretty much. Team Grape Soda, the team that I'm in, just only has a couple of things. And Team Mellow only has, like, one holding? So, you know, there's your report of the war, so to speak. Next, WRP. MOP readers attempt to hurt turkeys with magical fidget spinners. Yes. Oh, goodness. So, let me go ahead and, I'm gonna go ahead and do some Syndicate missions, because, as is always the case, my Sunday streams are a little short, and, I'll be honest, I couldn't care less about this game's overall story, so I'm just gonna, you know what, I'm just gonna do the things that I like to do, which is run around, whale on some monsters, fill up some bars, maybe increase my crafting and gathering skills, you know, the stuff that actually interests me in this game. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's see, this is close. Yeah, this would be our closest objective. So we'll go to the Shattered Obelisk first. But yeah, but as far as falling off the game, I get it. Like, a lot of people are just getting a little frustrated with the way this game is just doesn't seem to catch a break. Like, it every time it launches a new update or a patch, like, all sorts of problems show up. People discover just what seems like reams and reams of bugs and exploits. And I guess I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I'm saddened by it, obviously. I don't want this game to fail. I'll never want any game to fail. But the fact that this one has had a rough launch, I guess, shouldn't be a surprise, considering how Amazon Games has been dealing with games like Breakaway and that shooter that they had. I forgot about the game already. Like, that's they haven't had a great deal of success in the games industry. Amazon Games has, but so that's sad, and that's sad because I would love to. And this game has good ideas going for it. I'm pissing off all the animals, or scaring them rather. Come here, turkey. Come here. There we go. Oh, I heard a link. Oh, hi, hello. All right, so I forgot. I need to. So this weapon has a sort of odd mechanic where, like, if you don't have the sword out, you don't actually block with it. You drain your own health in order to regenerate your mana. Like, so it's got a little risk reward system in it at its base. But I kind of like the ooh, cranberries. Perfect for this time of year. I kind of like the sword because, you know, again, I'm built like a tank. I'm built heavy armor and blocking and stuff like that. So when I have my sword out, I actually hold the sword up and block, which is nice. That's handy. It speaks to my playstyle and to my build. So I don't know if I want to follow that path necessarily, or if I want to kind of lean into this being a DPSer weapon. Like, I'm still undecided. I've only gotten, what, 5 points? Yeah, only 5 points into this weapon's tree. And I'm undecided what I want to do with it, so I don't know, we'll see. Also, like, the blocking, like, drains a lot of stamina, or at least the big ones, so the big attacks. But see, like, I don't know, like, that's exactly like if I was using this. It'd be exactly like if I was using this. It's the same sort of playstyle. So again, it directly lines up with what I'm already doing. It just does it a little differently. It also means that I kind of have to worry about my points, because I've been pouring a lot into strength and constitution. The primary points for this weapon are intelligence and a couple of skills on that tree that I'm following require focus too. So, like, I don't know. I'm undecided about this weapon. I'm curious. I'm intrigued. I don't know if I necessarily love it, but I'm interested enough to want to keep on trying, right? So, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'm here to defeat Ancient Guardians. Ow! Ow. Also, if I don't use the sword, like, my character does, like, the New World version of fat rolling. So it just sort of, like, goes, huh, and kind of, like, yeah, does, like, a really garbage version of the electric slide and drains a huge amount of stamina. So, yeah, it's, I want to keep on going with it. And again, I kind of lean towards the idea of just doing the stuff that I want to do in this game. Just building up my levels slowly. Getting up my gathering and crafting skills up slowly, because presumably, at least reading a lot of opinions that I put a lot of value in, the end game of this game is not in a good place right now, particularly for PvE players. Like, there's not a whole lot to do. So I'm in no rush to get to the top. I'm really not. I'm only 20, what, 28? Yeah, yeah, I'm not very high. I'm not very high level right now. So, it's fine. I will just take my time. I will dink around this game casually and cross my fingers in hopes that it will improve itself. Because I would like this game to succeed. This genre is improved by there being more games, not less of them. So, I don't know. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Hoping for the best, expecting the worst, right? No, just gotta be cautiously optimistic. And I'd prefer optimism over cynicism most of the time. I gotta temper it with reality and expectations, obviously. But again, I would just much rather this game be. I want it to improve. Alright, so I've done my... Oh, I've got 2 more Ancient Guardians to defeat here, and then I'll move on to my next objective. Oops, didn't want to click that. Well, I got bait, so that's not bad. Should do a little bit of fishing. I haven't not improved my fishing skill at all, actually. Huh? Where is my fishing skill at? Yeah, I've been doing a whole lot of, like a huge amount of, like, all the animals I see, I kill. Like, I'm just an absolute, I'm a biological terror. Have not done any engineering. Jewel crafting I haven't improved because I just can't find any bloody jewels. They just don't drop. And they did add in this patch like a increase to luck when you're harvesting if you're PvP flagged. So like on the one hand, okay, cool. On the other hand, I don't want to be bothered. So I don't know. This game really wanted to merge PvE and PvP together, and it still feels like those game styles are at odds with one another, which is a shame, because it seemed like it was walking the right path. Like, you know, it seemed like, you know, because, you know, the faction missions and all that stuff, things that PvE players could do to kind of help out the PvP players, those were neat ideas, but now it's just sort of like pushing people into, like, open PvP stuff, or trying to get people into outpost rushes, things like that. Exterminating all the animals except for fish. Yes, well, you know, water is cold and wet, and it gets everywhere. Alright, I think I'm done here. No, I got one more. Okay. Let me, oh wait, before I go too much further, let me go ahead and put my point in. I'm going to go ahead and increase my fortification. Yes. Gain Fortify on start, increasing damage absorption for 5 seconds. That's not a lot of time, but, you know, it's better than nothing. Hello, Katriana. Hello. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us. Wonderful to have you, as always. Sword. See, that's, that little buff is nice. That's not bad. See, that kind of makes me feel like this is a little tankier, right? Just a little tiny bit. Okay, so I'm done with that objective. Now let's go to this one, which is right next to it. I have to hunt lynx and skin them, which is right up my alley. as my trade skills have been a testament. Yeah, I like hunting. At least hunting in this game. Oh, hello. Oh. Oh, he's a jumpy boy. Why are you so jumpy, boy? Ow. So there is a point where, like, the, where you have, like, that awkward moment where the sword stops working. And, like, I have had points where I sort of, like, I'm starting to, like, learn the cadence of this weapon a little more, because, like, as I said, if you right-click while you're holding the weapon in gauntlet form, you actually drain your health, and it restores your mana. So I have had moments where I was like holding the sword up to block, and I ended up like the sword faded, and I ended up like sucking myself dry because I was still blocking. Jumpy boy, but ain't he a skater boy? He wasn't good enough for her. And I'm about to rock his world. Here we go. Ow, ow. Oops. Ow. You do a jumpy. Also, this whole thing has a mechanic where, like, it sort of, like, decays the weapon of the target, and there's some skills later on that were, like, you stack those up, and then you burn those stacks on extra effects. Let me kind of read that tree again. So, like, let's see here. There was something... harvest essence health is drained. No, that's not it. Your attacks flick weaken. No, that's Geez, I thought there was, or maybe it was over on the. You know what? It might be on this tree, which is like a healing sort of tree, so, heal-ish. Like it's. I don't particularly like it. The orb, the large orb that kind of like is central to its whole thing, feels a little weird. But yeah, it's I don't know, a very, very curious weapon. Yeah, here we go. Successful hit ability, gain a stack of Void Essence at 6, gain a 3-meter aura that heals self and friendly. So there's a little support here. So again, it all sort of leans itself towards like being an aggressive tank. It's not really like it's got a little bit of fortification for absorption's sake. Because you've got that skill point, and then you have this ability where it like staggers and roots enemies, and grants at a certain point it also like grants more fortification. So I don't know. I would like to explore it more. It's just a question of do I really want to like follow it so closely, you know? Ow, I took that right in the face as I was charging on my big attack, which is like a big debuffer. Ow, ow. See, this is where like that extra fortification sort of comes into play, because, you know, if I'm just bad at blocking, I have that as a sort of buffer to, as well as my heavy armor to sort of like balance out my badness. But then again, at the same time, like I said before, it's been my experience that this weapon does not do very well with multiple enemies. Like one-on-one, it shines. But when I get overwhelmed, or I have even more than one person, like if I see two, I have to like whip out the sword and shield, because that's where a lot of my heavier defense comes from. Okay, so we've done that. Let's go to, oh geez, it's all 104 kilometers that way? Okay. Got a bit of a walk, but here's the other nice thing that was added in this patch. When you're on the road, you actually move faster. So as a sake of comparison, kind of running along... Oh, is this a... No, it's nothing new. But then when you get on a road, you have a little bit of a speed buff. So you move just a little bit faster. It's not quite a mount, but it helps. I actually know why I fell off this game. Work kept me away to where I didn't have time to go on and do my usual fishing and crafting. Ah, yeah, that would definitely do it. That would absolutely suck into any good times that you may have had. But then again, like I said, and I felt this way when I was first playing this game in my first impressions piece. Like, this game really seems to benefit from not playing it as your primary game too much. Like, if you go in super hard, and that's the case for a lot of MMOs, really, in my opinion. If you like mainline the hell out of the game and just like burn through all the content, and then you're just sat there left after like maybe a month and a half wondering where's all the stuff to do. Well, you kind of did it to yourself. And this game especially more so, because like I said before, a lot of opinions I've read, particularly like Belgast's recent blog, for example, and a lot of his tweet rants recently. The poor boy has been rather tweet ranty of recent. But like, the end game doesn't feel like it's a whole lot to do unless you just constantly spam Outpost Rush or try to find PvP fights, and I ain't about either of those things. So, you know, like, this game really shouldn't be just hard lane light. Oh, wait, did my speed buff go away when I was off the side? Oh, no, never mind. Maybe not. That was a little weird. Okay. Oh, hello. What are you? Have I read you? No, I have not. Captain Isabella has not yet revealed her destination, and I'm not sure she herself knows. She simply seems to be searching for something and refuses to speak of it. The heretic helps her in her efforts, though his counsel has proven to be our detriment, and to hers, I suspect. In the morning we march for the north. I, for one, am glad to leave Nine-Man Knoll. I cannot bear that place, for I am angry at myself for those who were punished, yet still am relieved I was not a 10th man to join them. You okay? Am I going the right way? Yes. So this actually brings up a point, and Justin and I were... Justin and I were arguing this when we were in work chat, actually just yesterday. So, like, he is in support of there being a mini-map in this game, Bunny, because he doesn't want to be bothered stopping what he's doing, opening a map, and making sure he's going the right direction. I actually like the fact that there's no mini-map, and I like the compass, because I kind of agree with the position that Amazon has, and that it engenders exploration and kind of makes you want to wander around. I don't know that I'd be going off the beaten path nearly as much if I had like a compass in front of me, right? Bunny! Well, it's just, I don't know, I just... Like, right now, I see a bunny on my compass. I want bunny. I want to kill bunny. There we go. I did it. I don't know if I would want to stop doing that if it... Because, like, a compass sort of like... Or a compass. A mini-map makes you feel on task. Like, when I want to be on task, I open the map to make sure I'm going the right direction. But without the mini-map in front of me, without a map in front of me, like, I am encouraged to go off the beaten path. Like, I want to just wander around and fight wolves and other things. Having a mini-map sort of stops me from doing that a little bit. It's a mental thing. I don't know. That's just me. Why can't I skin this boy? There we go. Chris is like the talking dog in Up. 1 second, he's talking. Next second, he sees something interesting and wants to loot it. Yeah, exactly. You are not wrong. You were not wrong, and I agree with this philosophy. Yeah, see, I don't know. I get, and I am happy that, like, New World or the AGS is not, like, stopping people who want to use that mini-map mod from doing it. Why am I missing this rabbit? Whoop. But, like, so they're allowing people to use that modded minimap if they want to, so long as the mod doesn't, like, do things that would be breaking the TOS, like revealing a lot of, you know, enemies or like things that would, like, kind of give an advantage in PvP, right? Which makes sense. I get that. What is that noise? What was that? Y'all hear that? I'm digging the Void Gauntlet, trying to figure out how to min-max the... Ow, blade. Yes, me too. Ow! What the heck? Whoa! What is happening here? Okay, hang on a second. Okay, what? Ow. Okay, where did you all come from? Ow. Okay, that was random. Oh, this is a corruption area. Oh, okay. Right, okay. Whoops. Squirrel! Anyway. This is right in my path. How dare you? There we go. But yeah, I kind of like the Void Gauntlet. I like the Void Gauntlet way more than that big orb. But then again, like, the orb has some intriguing sort of tricks to it. Like, it feels like a leech healing sort of thing. Leech healing is the coolest, in my opinion. I think leech heals are awesome. But then again, I also like dot-based DPS classes, too. Also, my aim is not very good with this weapon at range, as you can see. I'm just kind of like, heh. Like, the aiming is very precise. It's not hit scan. Or at least it doesn't seem like hit scan. I think it's projectile. Yeah. And that's just not very good with, I'm just not good with it at range. So, yeah, Void Gauntlet is definitely my jam, too. But then also being able to like sort of engage at range, and if the enemies are weak enough, taking them out before they can close distance. That's nice. That's pretty nice. It makes you feel good. I like feeling a little overpowered. Nothing wrong with that. Oops, I missed the wolf. And then when they close distance, I had the sword out and I can block their attacks and just do my thing. It's good. Like this weapon feels neat. Nice damage. Ah, well, these are pretty basic enemies. I haven't really done anything to this weapon. I've not like given it any sort of slots. Actually, this doesn't have a slot or a gem slot anyway. So, you know. But I did purchase this off of the auction house, which now draws from everywhere. It doesn't like auction houses are not localized anymore. Like all the auction houses link up, you know, like an actual real auction house and regular MMOs do. So that's a nice touch. Are you all intelligence and focus? No, I am not. I have not done a whole lot of either of those stats, actually. Because primarily I was doing a sword and shield. Like that was my main weapon. And this weapon definitely still feels like my secondary weapon. But I am definitely, I kind of want to pour some more points into intelligence and focus now. Been intriguing seeing what in the auction house has lost value and what has gained value. Yeah, this game's economy is, I don't think it's in a good shape. At least there's one starting to form, and I think maybe that'll like sort of develop a bit more now that all the auction houses link to one another. Like that's a nice step to actually have something like an economy form, because when this game launched, there didn't really seem to be a point to have an auction house, in my opinion. I don't know, I could have been wrong. I maybe was like paying attention to the wrong things. But like, it just didn't seem like the auction house had any point. But now that they're all universal and linked up with one another, I think maybe we'll start to see an actual economy come together, which is good. Because there needs to be a reason for people to want to level up all of these, right? I mean, to this point, it's been pretty much about self-sufficiency, which is fine. And I like that. I like that one character can do all the things, which is wonderful. But at the same time, if you want to make money, I feel like there's a whole lot of options. Or a lot of good options. Also, I still really like this game's combat. I play this game a lot like ESO, actually, now that I think about it, because like I just sort of like ignore most of the quests, sort of wander out, see what neat things I can run into. If there's an interesting quest going on nearby, then I'll take it up. This game, I don't think the quests are particularly interesting. Is that a scarecrow? Yes, it is. Why did I attack this guy? The scarecrow did its job. It actually drew attention to itself. I have the brain of a bird. Confirmed, I am a crow. But anyway, as I was saying, funny. The fact that I just sort of like wandering around and doing neat things is how I usually play ESO too. And yeah, this just seems to like sort of encourage me doing that a lot. But then again, I guess the question is, why don't you just play ESO? Well, the combat doesn't feel nearly as good as this one. I love ESO's everything else. Like the whole deal of Elder Scrolls Online otherwise. Like the questing is fantastic. The wandering in the world is great. The combat, it's okay. It's been a while since I played though. And I do every once in a while miss that game's form of questing and adventuring. And I do miss my werewolf character. I don't know. Maybe I'll fire that boy up again and play a little bit. Have a little wolf time. Whoa, hi. Oops, I didn't pull out my weapon. There we go. Also, this game, like I said in my initial piece, like this game has a speed limit. Like combat has a speed limit. You can just go wah 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 wah. You can absolutely mash your way through encounters if you really want to. You're gonna set yourself up for pain, but you absolutely can do that. But I feel like this game's combat excels when you respect its speed limit. Strike, strike, block, or dodge. You know, it just sort of like finds your openings. It's a more measured pace. I like that. Start the quest, end up mining, and somehow end up at a fishing hole. It's like the Andy Griffith show of MMOs. Yes, exactly. I should use this ability in WoW a little more. I don't use it nearly enough. That's probably the trick to multiple engagements now that I think about it. Using this, combining the sword with the spooky do. that field of pain, that's what I wanted to say. I'm gonna salvage these guys, I don't need them. Okay, where am I going? Oh, wait, am I in the right place? Search chests. Okay, yes. Okay, I'm in the right place. It wants me to fish. Oh, here we go. Let's see if this works. I don't usually keep this weapon out. Whoa, no! Oh no, it's getting bad now. Oh boy. Okay. Time to get it. Alright. Oof. Okay, and that's where this sword and shield comes into handy. Because that could have been... I don't think I would have survived nearly as long if I had this out. Wow, everybody just got mad at me. So I feel like I have a build, right? Like, that was nice. Like, being able to, like, sort of, like, adapt to the situation. That's cool. I like that. I really, like... It's not... I don't feel overpowered. I feel ready, right? I feel equipped to handle most situations with this setup. That guy was flailing? Bro. There we go. It's a very interesting weapon, though. I kind of like it. I feel like if I keep on following this trajectory, like... And also, I kind of... But then again, now I'm thinking about it, like, my point distribution could suffer, right? I'm not so sure. I feel like I probably should put more into intelligence, a little bit more into focus, and not so much in constitution. But then again, what I have done right now doesn't feel wrong either. So, I don't know. The fact that this is making me think is nice. Like, I'm actually thinking about my build and kind of like doing my own theory crafting. I like that. I like doing that. I'm sure somebody else somewhere out there has already figured this all out, right? They're sure there's... The meta has already started to coagulate. People are already knowing what's best and what's not, right? That happens all the time with games that have, like, custom builds. And that's fine. I don't follow a meta. I don't really care. Can you put your spooky field down and then switch to sword and board? Good question. Let's find out. Does the spooky field persist after I whipped out my sword? Yes, it does. Yes, it absolutely does. That is good to know. For some reason, I don't know why, but I thought that, like, it wasn't going to persist. Ooh. Hey. That opens up a little... that could be a nice little combo, indeed. That really, really could. I like that. Thank you very much for that arcane enigma. That's some good thinking. The possibilities. That's good. That's good theory crafting ham. Hi, how you doing, buddy? All right, let's continue on with this. Oops, I'm out of the area. Right? Have I pissed off something? The war drums are banging. Oh, I probably should stay around here. I guess. Oh, I should. Yeah, let me cross this river. Maybe there's some chests over here too. Hang on a second. Okay. See what I mean? This game, like, sort of, like, encourages me to, like, spinning around like a top and, like, kind of going in random directions. It really does encourage me being wayward as heck. It really does. Oops, didn't have my sword out. I was just suckling the life out of myself for no reason. Ow. There we go. Okay. Let me go ahead and take this boy out. Whoops, I still have my sword out. Whoops, there we go. I did it again! See, I'm still doing it! Like, I'm still learning. I'm still putting it all together. Oh wow, that field didn't seem to stay around long. Or was I just not paying attention before? Ooh. Are you useful? No, you're not, but you are going to feed my repair parts needs, so that's good. In that way, you are useful. No, okay, we're safe. How many more do I have to get? 4 more, okay. Hey, buddy. Whoa, where did you go? Wow, that guy, he kind of like teleported behind me. There we go. All right. Okay. Also, like, as fun as this weapon is, like, this weapon deals way more damage too, because I've put more points into it, and it's just generally a better weapon. So you know, I'm slowly putting together. I don't hate that I start from point 0 because like the points to earn mastery of a weapon seem to come together fairly fast when you first start out. I forgot that's the wild flailing, like he goes like cat scratch fever on me. I keep on forgetting that. Okay. I'm still in the right area, so let me go ahead and see if there's some things for me here. Ow. Also, I'm running out of mana very quickly. I kind of noticed that. Like, I should... Do I have a... Wait. What button has my mana healing meal? Is that it? There we go. Yes. Okay. So let me go ahead and... Well, mana regenerating... I just sort of had, like, wait a little bit. It's not a huge deal. Whoops. Wrong button. Oh, well. I got lost. Oh, thank you. Oh, wow. Hey, yo. Whee! I've been hastened. There we go. Thank you. Appreciate that extra buff, my friend. Much appreciated. Ooh, round shield of the Cavalier. Is that better than what I have? No, dang it. Alright, that's fine. I tried using a life staff. I really did try other magical weapons, and none of them felt great to me. This one feels good. Oop. So, I don't know. And the fact that there are more weapons coming, if you guys have read the article on MOP, the people data mined this I believe this patch when it was on PTR, and they found a whole lot of other weapons. Like they found a pistol, they found a blunderbuss, they found dual daggers. So there's a lot of new stuff coming. They just have to get their house in order first. Like they need quality control badly. I'm very excited for the flail and the greatsword. Yeah, I can't wait to see what those are all about. I'm very, very curious. Curious. I'm very cute and curious. Curious. It's a new word. Look it up. It's in the dictionary, I promise. I'm just not making crap up as I go. Curious. Be kind, be courageous, be curious. Ow. I should put down the field first before I pull out the sword. But then again, the field disappears really quickly too, so like... I'll figure it out. I'll get the cadence out. Yeah, I kind of like this weapon, and having new stuff to do, like, and having new weapons to play with is definitely what this game needs. Absolutely. First, it needs bug fixes, but parallel to that, it also needs new things, like new weapons, new reasons for people to hang out and get in the game and do stuff. Hey, my standing has increased, and I believe this is my last item. Yes. And I'm level 29, and that was a very rewarding kill. That was extremely rewarding. Alright, let's head back. I could fast travel, but why would you want to do that when there's so many things you could just... So many discoveries, so many enemies to beat up on. So much vomit to have thrown in your face. Ow. Ah, you jerk. He stepped out of my field. There we go. Alright, we're good. It's fine. Go ahead and eat that meal. Get that mana regen. And I see a bunny. Uh-oh. There is a tether ability with the Void Gauntlet, so I'm thinking of trying the Void Field tether and switch to Sword and Board. Hey, that's good. Yes, I did. Somebody had noted that, like, the tether ability... So in another Discord that I'm part of, actually, Belgast's Super Dungeon Friends Discord. His community that he's putting together is wonderful. Check it out. Chat, there is a tether ability that, like, I believe if you put points into it, yeah, successful hits against the tethered target reduce Void Gauntlet cooldowns by 5%. So, like, that sort of, like, lines up with using the sword. So if it dies down when you're in the middle of a fight, like, it regenerates quickly. Void Gauntlet, yeah. So yes, and then more mana regeneration while the tether is active. I really feel like I should be putting more points into that, right? But then again, that's more DPS focused. If you kind of want to feel a little more like I'm built for defense-ish and strength and stuff like that, heavy armor and whatnot, I kind of feel like having this extra fortifying might help too. But then again, you don't need to tank things when they're dead quicker either, right? There's options. There's things to think about. Goid? Yes, it's a Goid Gauntlet. That's. Were you not paying attention? Are you not paying attention to the chat? It's a Goid Gauntlet. So yeah, it has some interesting options, but then again, it also doesn't feel like the greatest option for certain things either, right? Because a lot of I get the impression that a lot of the and I should just actually assign my points here. I get the idea that a lot of the ideas to wear robes and light armor and like kind of like pour into intelligence to focus, and I don't really want to do that. I feel like I have enough strength. Definitely don't want so much dexterity. Why did I put it in there? I think I'll go ahead and dump my 3 points into intelligence this time around. Just to, like, enhance the Goid Gauntlet's damage. Yeah, it's... The point spread, the ideas that I'm thinking about make the point spread for my attributes very interesting. Like, I'm sort of like towing the line. I'm not hyper specializing here. Oh, right. Got the, thank you, pop-up. I forgot about that. Station fee, yes. Less station fee, please. Thank you. That's a good one. So yeah, I don't know. I kind of like that I'm thinking about this and trying to figure it out on my own. That's always been the big draw for classless MMOs or MMOs and MMORPGs that sort of like let you put together your own playstyle. Like the idea of being able to just sort of like spread things around as you wish. It gets you thinking, right? Because am I putting the right points in the right place? Have I kind of made mistakes? which is another quality of life thing, is like, you know, just respecs right here and there. You don't have to like go through some rigmarole in order to get a respec. Like, it's just there. You pay a fee, I believe. Yeah. And that's it. And respecs are free until level 20. So like, if you feel like you made some bad choices in the early going, you're allowed some leeway. That's wonderful. That's so wonderful. I love that. Okay. So, I don't know. I think I can answer the question of, am I doing this right, as I go along confidently. I think I'm doing pretty good. I feel like pouring into mostly strength and intelligence is good. A little bit more into constitution just to kind of like keep my hit points up. In terms of, but not only point allocation, but also in stats too, right? Oh, hello. Oops, I dropped my shield way too soon. Stop it. See, that felt nice. That was really good. Even though I wasn't doing particularly well initially, like, that was good. The mystery goes into the journey, too, at least for me. Once I stopped looking everything up and premeditating everything, I started having a ton more fun. That's the way to do it, absolutely. Heck yes. Completely agreed. Yes, that's for sure. Like, and it's fun if you want to follow a meta, if you want to, like, read guides and stuff like that. Perfectly fine. Totally okay. Acceptable. If you have, like, a very specific build or goal, like you're part of, like, a company that wants you to be in the PvP and they need somebody to fill in a spot or something like that, I get it. But being able to sort this out on your own without help and just sort of, like, being allowed to do that, and also being allowed to sort of step back if you make a mistake or make a bad decision, that is beautiful. I love that. I love it when games let me do that, and New World lets me do that. That's nice. Funny. It's just a shame about, you know, the way it's just hobbling along right now. I really truly hope it stands up. Like, and kind of, I make a lot of comparisons to this game in ESO for reasonably good reason. There's a lot of, like I said before, there's a lot of gameplay parallel between the two. But also, let's not forget, once upon a time, the Elder Scrolls Online was not doing particularly great in its launch either. It was not well built, right? It felt kind of clapped together, like you know, and ZeniMax Online Studios didn't know what it was doing, and there was a lot of worry and assumptions and concern. Similar to how people feel about New World and Amazon Games right now, right? At least in my opinion. I hope that they will stay the course, work it out. I'm going the wrong way. And put this together, because this game has some good ideas, and I want those good ideas to be able to flourish. But we'll see. It's hard to know one way or the other. We'll see. My fingers are crossed. Because the time that I enjoy, the things I enjoy doing in this game, I really do enjoy. Oh, I'm just short of the oh, no. Amazon has the resources to pull an ARR if it were warranted, but it's difficult to tell what they want from New World in the first place. Yes, exactly right. Yeah, totally agreed. Do they want to be a PvP game or a PvE game? Do they really think they can toe that line? A lot of the design shifts seems to indicate that it wants to lean more into its PvP side of recent. So who knows? I don't know. It's I just, like I said, I really hope it doesn't squander its potential. There is potential here. You can just, it's there. It's there. You can smell it. And I hope it, oh, this, wait, I don't actually want this. This is actually worse than what I have. Huh. But it has a gem socket and intelligence focus boosts. What is the one that I have on now? What are the stats on that? Focus. Oh, wow, there's a lot of focus in it. Yeah, you know what? I am, okay. Good to know. I'll just, I'll keep on doing the faction stuff, but I'm not gonna be... I was chasing the Scrivener Gauntlet, but, now I see it's not quite as good as what I have. Interesting. Interesting. Very neat. Okay. In that case... Oh, wait. Have I gotten to... Yes, I have gotten to the... Oh, I can be a chronicler now. I have to do a quest, right? Let me check my journal here. To become a soul warden, you'll need a heart gem. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Here we go. Chronicler. Oh, I need to be level 35? Whoa! Yikes! Travel to Weaver's Fen and complete the Trial of the Chronicle at level 35. Okay, that can wait a little bit. Alright, let me go ahead and store my crap and do some crafting. Oops, I went the wrong way. Where is... I always... Jeez, I'm still bad at, like, navigating my way through. This is where the... There's the storage shed. There it is. There we go. Alright, let me go ahead and put this stuff away. I have a lot of cooking materials. A couple of craft mods. I'm kind of saving those for later, / end game, quote fingers. I've been impressed with the faction gear. Mostly just use my tokens on material converters. Yeah, I kind of needed the faction gear initially when I hit level 25 because the equipment that I was wearing when I wanted to try tanking in Amarin excavation wasn't good enough. That was a waste of money. I didn't do very well in Amarin. To my defense, I mean it. Oops. Oh. Oh no, my shed is full. Oh, whoops. Eek. Okay, that's fine. My shed is full. Aha. Hee hee ho ha. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, so the Amarin excavation dungeon was not particularly good. I did not enjoy it. The tanking didn't work, and it's because I didn't slot things. I didn't have apparently like the right things in order to like generate threat appropriately. It didn't really... I wasn't impressed upon me that was super important, or because like there was some skills in the tree that kind of made me assume that, you know, like for example, this guy, this taunt causes monsters to focus. Yeah, it inflicts taunt. You would think that hitting this button would cause enemies to attack you. That wasn't always the case. It was a little odd. So, you know, part obtuse design, part my failure, which I will own up to. I get it. I didn't do everything correctly. But yeah, I kind of want to, so I feel like I wasted everyone's time because I streamed that, as well as my own, and some money in getting this gear, which sucks. But it is what it is. Live and learn. You know what? I feel like I should probably make some mana potions now. Now think on it. Might as well go ahead and improve my what is it? This is the arcane? Yeah, arcana. There we go. It's right there. Okay. Oh wait, I can make three alkalists, which I believe is needed in order to make potions. Yeah, I think. Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, why not? I've got this. And what do I need for health potions though? Yeah, bull rush and stuff like that. Okay, why not? Amarin is definitely meh. The later dungeons I've seen are pretty fun and challenging. Yeah, I hope I don't want to give up on dungeoneering in this game yet, but now that I know that I have to do slotting and all this other stuff, now I know I need to do that, and I'll I'll do better. I'll prepare myself more. I will do better. Like I said, I own up to my own derp. I didn't do very well. I didn't Understand some of the mechanics. I still feel like it wasn't all my fault. There was definitely some weird, obtuse, and strange things going on with this mechanics and the way the whole thing is designed. Still felt very, very weird. But I will do better. Are you part of the crew that used to do the old 10-Tone Hammer emails? I have such fond memories of reading through those back in the day. No, that's very kind of you to assume so, but no, my writing career started with MMOgames.com, and then after I was let go from that, the folks at MOP very kindly gave me a place on their roster, which I am forever grateful for, and extremely thankful for them, and to everybody who reads MOP, of course, and watches these streams. Like it's Thanksgiving, right? Almost, it's the Thanksgiving season, so I have definitely reasons to feel thankful, and that is absolutely one of them. Okay, let me go ahead and break down some of these hides. I have 176 heckin' hides. That's a lot of hide. That's a lot of leather. And I only gained 1 point in leatherworking? Really? Huh. Go figure. Okay, fine. That's fine. Oh, I've got tannins. Yes, definitely have that. Yes. Oh, wait. Should I do that, or do I need to... I think some later crafts require coarse leather as opposed to rugged leather, so let me hold off on that for now. This, again, this is the stuff I love about this game. Going out into the wilds, doing a few missions, and then running pell-mell across town to all the different crafting tables in order to, like, you know, make stuff and fill up those bars. It just feels nice. It's nice. Sounds like you found a good home. I have, absolutely. I found a wonderful home with incredible people, astonishingly talented writers, and a magnificent editor-in-chief in Bree. And I have you wonderful people watching and reading the stuff that I do and the stuff that everybody else at MOP does. It's hashtag blessed. Legitimately though, I'm extremely grateful. Okay. Oh yes, I did get some gems, so I can refine those and finally get a little bit in stone cutting. I don't have a lot of points in that. Okay. We're done here. Let's see. Ooh, this place. Wow. The last time I was in this game, these workshops were not tier 5. They were like 3. So these are improved. This is how you cut gems, with a giant hammer. Yes, exactly. It's like, I need you to fasten this gem. Okay, you got it. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Oh yeah, this mostly is being used for, like, furniture, which I don't need right now because I don't have a house yet. Can't really make anything else yet. Alright, yeah, that's fine. So then around this corner is where, like, the wood tables and the... Wow! Wow! Oh, this tier 5 stuff is nice. You know what? I will hand it to Team Mountain Dew. The upkeep on this place is really good. It was never this well upkept when Team Grape Soda had kind of control. Okay. Okay, I can make some timber. Not too much. I didn't do a whole lot of wood cutting, but there is some in my inventory that I can get rid of. Even in fantasy worlds, people have a hard time becoming homeowners. Yeah, it's a sad state of affairs, isn't it? Okay, forge time. I have a whole lot of charcoal I can make. I think that's important in... yeah, what is that important for? I think it's important for, like, for, like, bullets. I don't use muskets, but everybody needs ammo, right? So, my line of thinking here is, you know, eventually I'm going to have to make a bunch of ammo that I could sell on the auction house and people can use. Remembering the protective gear. Okay. Wow, that's a whole lot more silver ore than I expected. 71, yay! Okay, do I have anything I can... Oh yeah, I have a... Wow, okay. Let's go ahead and make more charcoal, why not? Because that does... And that was actually something I experienced when I was first following the smelting tree, or filling it up. Like, making charcoal in the interim gives you a lot of progression, like a huge amount of progression. Weak honing stone. Ooh. Increases weapon damage by 4% for 25 minutes. Wow. That seems handy and very possibly lucrative. But then again, these moats also feel like I should save them for other crafts. Something to consider. Right. I think I'm done with all the crafting, so I'll go ahead and put my stuff in my shed here, assuming I have room. I just barely do. Woo. Woo. Do I have enough? Do I have enough space? I almost think I do. Yes, yes I do. Okay. Oh wait, I have honey. Alright. And we're done. There we go. That's basically my life in New World, frankly. This is kind of what I do. I sort of like come in every once in a while. Not as often as I used to, but now that I'm really intrigued with the Void Gauntlet and that Arcane Enigma gave me some really interesting ideas with a build, that's kind of what I do. I get in here, I do some missions, run around the world, gather and craft, and then that's it. That's enough for me. I like it. That's how I play this game. Maybe I'm playing it wrong. Maybe the game will be designed away from that. I hope not, but we'll see. These are very interesting times. These are the times that try the developers' souls. We shall see how they suffer those slings and arrows. I would love them to grow. I really want this game to succeed. I really, really do. Nothing is improved in this genre when games fail. I never get why people want games to fail. It's counterproductive. It is counterproductive. Anyway, that is going to be the wrap for today's stream, because I have to get to job 2, but thank you so incredibly much to everybody for joining me. Be sure to tune in for the rest of this week, as it's primarily going to be me for now. I am pretty sure that MJ is going to be adding some more streams later in this week, but if not, don't worry, Wolfie's got you covered, because on Wednesday, the 24th, I will be doing some Dauntless at 2 p.m. Eastern. I think the Ramsgiving Thanksgiving Day event will be live by that point, so we'll see how that goes. And then on Sunday the 28th at 12 noon, against my better judgment, but in favor of my curiosity, we will be trying out Riders Republic at 12 noon. And then at Wednesday the 1st at 2 p.m. Eastern, this is actually on the schedule as 12 noon, and that is incorrect, so I will edit that. But 2 p.m. Eastern, we are going to be doing one last roulette roll in Final Fantasy XIV before Endwalker arrives. It is almost time! It is almost time! I'm super, super excited. But we will be doing that at 2 Eastern, not 12 noon as is on this calendar, so I will update that. But thank you so incredibly much to everybody for joining me, and thank you for all of the support that you provide to us at Massively Overpowered, whether it is watching these streams and reading what we write on MassivelyOP.com, or if you're some of the incredibly generous folks who do things like subscribe to this channel, donate bits, who whitelist the ads on the site, or if you're one of our amazing Patreon supporters. No matter what you do, you are the fuel that keeps Massively OP running. I will see you later in the week. Until then, have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time. Bye!